Got a minute? You got time for a quick buzz? Hey guys, it's Yolanda at DryerBuzz. You know it's Wednesday hump day. We just went live in the bookstore, on the bookshelf, and did an excerpt. And this is our book of the week right here. DeVon Franklin, The Hollywood Commandments. You miss any of the books we've already done, you know to use the hashtag This Ain't That Book Club, and you can experience the book with us. For every occasion we tell you to buy a book. For every occasion we tell you to buy a kid a basket of books. Listen, I know you're trying to get your New Year's resolution, your shout out to DeVon and Megan. I have not explored their books because it's more of a couple type book. Except for this one, I tell you what. Let's look at what the Hollywood Commandments, Spiritual Guide to Secular Success. And DeVon just actually did a book tour. He was actually on a couple shows here in Atlanta. And remember, I started this video. Reluctantly, let's pick a book, right? I started this video talking about now is the time to force a new habit. And I think that's why we all come down to these New Year's resolutions, right? Now is the time to force a new habit. That's what we want to do at the beginning of the year. Let's see what is in this book. Let's just take a look. All right. It says, I define success as peace, and I believe it can be found through both our spiritual and secular pursuits. Are you tired of living a life paralyzed by fear? Are you anxious to break free of the beware mentality, and that has kept generations of well-meaning people living beneath the fullness of their calling? You're fulfilled because you've been convinced that you would lose your faith if you pursued the secular ambitions God has put in your heart. However, until you pursue those ambitions, you will miss out on the fullness of God and the success you were created to have. For too long, there's been a line drawn between the spiritual and the secular, and we have been conditioned to believe that if we cross this line in either direction, we will have gone too far. It's time to break down this barrier so you are free to go further than any believer has gone before. The Hollywood Commandments combine spiritual teachings with secular strategies to help you achieve unprecedented success and live the life you were destined to. And then he's got 10 commandments for life-changing success. Your prayers alone aren't enough. Number 2, you are the talent. 3, you have to carry a crown before you can wear one. You have to know the rules to play the game. Your gut is hiding God. Interesting. You get what you negotiate, not what you're worth. We all know that to be true. You must master the walk of fame. Your difference is your destiny. Your amnesia is an asset. Your world is smaller than you think. Those are pretty good commandments. So pretty good. All right. What do you guys think? Should that be our book of the week? And you know what? We started off, we've done one female after another. So I think, and it's interesting because I have been overlooking this book when I look at the other ones, because I just knew it was another relationship book, and I don't like relationship books. So what do you guys think? Buzz it or bash it? Should that be our book of the week? Let's check the price. Let's see. It's running your regular $25.99 with the regular Target 30% off, so it's about $18, about $20, I think about $19 a third off, I guess. I was looking at this back. Can you be wildly successful without losing your faith? And we were looking for a book that's going to help us form some new habits. So this might need to go in the book basket. For those of you that don't know about the book basket, again, the book basket is a basket I have on my desk. Once I put a book in, I have to take a book out and I have to share that book. And I like that because it is so interesting in how this resonates with me. Good morning. Hey, family watching from Union City. Hey, Union City. One of the reasons this resonates with me is that I keep having these ideas of events. And one of the things I do is I host events around Atlanta with different meetups and networking groups. And I keep having this idea about doing something on Sunday. And I'm like, I cannot do an event on Sunday. And in fact, I have this one for this year that we're going to be doing on the 27th of the month. And I said, okay, each of the 27th except Sunday. But, you just wonder about it. And there are a lot of people who morally don't want to do a lot of things because they feel like it does conflict with their beliefs and things like that. But, you got to ask yourself, well, why is the idea constantly given to you to do some of these things? And it doesn't mean that, there's an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other. It's just basically, how do you decide? How do you decide? I think a lot of people, they don't want to charge what they should charge because they making a faith decision. There are more people who want to be in a service capacity more so than profit. There are a number of people who work in nonprofits because they just want to serve and so forth. But is that really the way to go? All right, DeVon. I think we're gonna take DeVon home. I think this is really gonna be our book of the week. I'm glad we came back over because I hate not choosing a book, but so that's our book. I think you guys let me know. What do you think? You think this is our book? I think this is our book. DeVon Franklin, Megan Good, that one, The Wait, and then they did the Wait devotional. But I like one, and again, remember, this book fits perfectly into our scheme of things because we want books that we don't have to necessarily read from cover to cover. It reads like a blog, meaning that it's built-in lessons. One test that we really do is we open the book to a random page. I'm going to grab a random page here, right? And just basically see if we like the reading style. Now this one, so I turn to page 153 and it says, you must master the walk of fame. In developing your strategy for attaining God-ordained secular success, you must understand that true success is not only something you attain, but something you must manage. Too often people talk about getting to the top as though once they arrive at a certain position or level of income, all the work is done and they can coast. But that's far from the truth. Arriving at the top, and I hope you guys can see that a little bit. Arriving at the top means the work is just beginning. It's just different work. Before you had to strive and struggle to achieve success and recognition. Now you have to manage its effect on you and the people around you. History is filled with examples of people who were able to achieve success but unable to maintain it. And one of the biggest reasons is because of the pressures and seductions of notoriety or fame. When you achieve notoriety and start to get praise from others, it becomes easy to allow the fame to become what motivates your career and life decisions. In the process, you can damage not only your life and career, but your soul as well. And then he goes on a little bit more to explain the walk of fame. I like his writing style. I like it. Let's look at the table of contents. We're really kind of getting into this book. Okay, so let's look at the table of contents. Now, we read the 10 Commandments, but we like the table of contents because remember now, we want to put this on the shelf and we want to be able to grab it down when we need it. We want to put it in the basket and keep it. Okay, what the church doesn't teach you about success. That's number one. Your prayers alone aren't enough. You are the talent. Okay, so basically he's breaking down the 10. I think this is our book. All right, Mr. DeVon, who looks just like the guy on Empire. I know they both get tired of hearing that. DeVon Franklin, husband to Megan Good, is our book of the week. The Hollywood.
Go now to DryerBuzz.com and follow @DryerBuzz on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's all about the buzz.